Alright, I guess I'm just doing this for the chat. Can anyone hear me? Alright. Cool, pretty cool. So, welcome to the stream. Happy Halloween. And thanks for 500 subs. Quite a milestone, that is. I wasn't really planning on anything specific to celebrate, so I thought since it's Halloween, I may as well do this too. So, yeah, thank you guys. So what we have here is a tier list that I made with all the Antibirth items. I'll probably link it in the description. I could do it right now, actually, can't I? Let me see. Oh, wow. You actually gotta go to the stream, right? Hold on, let me go to YouTube. It's my first time screen sharing my actual screen, so, whoops. I'll be watching that after. Just be like a tier list. And let me go here. And let me mute this. And let's also get rid of the stream text, because you don't really need it. Okay, let me just see. There was a presentation mode. Here it is. Yeah, look at that. I think that looks pretty good. So it's going to be a bit of a short stream. It's, because, like, my brother came in the door just a bit, and I actually didn't know that he was coming here today. So we might play some Smash after this. So I'm thinking maybe this will be 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm gonna have to keep checking this now. Okay. And for people who... Oh, I'm also recording this too, so I'll probably add in music after. We could do music right now. Like I could get a... I could go on YouTube, just play something. And then for the actual video, I could just edit that out. Because I'm using Audacity as well, you can see it here. So hopefully everything should be alright. I think I'll just do that later. Okay. So, try to be quick with this. We will get on to the tier list. So what we have here is all of the items and trinkets. And yeah, I made this myself. The link's in the description if you want to make something like this. And you will see what my placings are for all of the items. So let's get this started. Okay. 120 volt. Let's see. Starting off pretty strong here. I'll say A tier. Because it's super fun. You know that if you get this in an item room, it's gonna be a tier effect that carries you through the whole run. What it does is it makes your tiers electrified, and when a tier hits an enemy, it shoots a cluster of laser beams at any nearby enemies. So it's really, really good for crowd control. Crowd control is really important in, well, Antibirth specifically. I don't know about Antibirth specifically, but still. Super valuable. Okay. Too spooky. It's okay. It's C tier. Because it it just fears enemies that are close to you. And I guess that's cool. It's sort of like it makes a repulsive field around you. Plus, I always take. Okay, we'll put B tier. Also, these two tiers that I made here, high key broken, which means like the tier or the item is just actually way too good, and I'm hoping it's nerfed in some way. And low key shouldn't exist, which are, well, you'll see in a bit. Is this still working? I hope it is. Going through every tab. Okay. Bar of soap, B tier. Very good tiers up, and it's a shot speed up, which is not something that not many items like give you shot speed, which is pretty interesting actually. So it's nice to see that there's something that's in the boss pool, which means it's pretty accessible too. Give you a shot speed up and a tears up. Very solid upgrade. Active contrition. An angel item. I'll say that's A tier as well, because it gives you a tears up, an immortal heart. That alone is like really that alone is really broken, but not quite a high key broken tier. And it also lets you take angel deals even if you've taken a devil deal before. I don't know exactly what the rule is. What the heck is going on in the corner? Okay. So yeah, it's really good. Gotta keep checking the chat to see if people are chatting at all. Where should I check here? That just makes it weird. Okay. Akeldama, C tier. Leaves a trail behind you where you, like whenever you're in an active room, a trail of tears. They do a bit of damage, but it's not usually enough to warrant. Well, I mean, it's always free because it's a treasure room item. But still, it's not that good. Maybe there's a few niche scenarios where there's enemies chasing you, but overall, it's okay. Alabaster box, A tier. I'll put it here. You know, I'd say high A. We have a lot of items to go, so this list will be it will be rearranged and everything. But yeah, for now, Alabaster box is A tier. It's an angel room item that takes 6 soul hearts to charge. Sorry about that. And if you charge it completely, it gives you 4. It's like 4 soul hearts and 2 angel room items. And if you've taken a devil deal item already in the run, it gives you like 2 soul hearts and 1 angel deal item. So it's a bit of a commitment, but if you can survive long enough without taking devil deals or angel deals, because you're probably going to get hit. Because the soul hearts, they don't go to your health bar, they go to the box. And you can't charge it with rooms either. So if you are a good enough dodger, you wouldn't need the hearts. And you already know there's some really good angel room items here. Almond milk, put it B tier. It's like soy milk, but less of a damage down than soy milk, but it puts your tiers to 2 instead of 1, and you also have random worm trinket effects, like you know how it can go like ringworm, it has the loop. There's probably whipworm. What other things are there? The hookworm, it goes like a hook. like that. So yeah, it's actually not that bad because the damage and plus all the tiers going in the random directions, it's almost like it increases your knockback. So it's actually pretty good for crowd control. Booster pack. It's alright. Fully charges your active item and drops 2 to 3 batteries on the ground. Or maybe it's 1 to 3. It's, it is what it is. Birdcage. Eh. I mean, it's okay. Birdcage is like, if you get hit, a bird familiar jumps and does a shockwave on an enemy. I don't know if it's a random enemy or the closest or the one that hits you, but either way, it's okay. Bird's Eye all the way S tier. That is a crazy powerful item. Basically, your tiers have a chance to become fires, like the candle, or I think it's red candle fires, yeah. And they last the whole room, like they don't extinguish. Wait, actually, do they extinguish? I don't think they do. The size of the fire and the amount of hits that it can take scales with your damage. And if you think this sounds like Ghost Pepper, it is. But the thing is, this scales with luck. And if you have 10 luck, all of your tiers become fires all the time. So it's a crazy amount of damage that you can get from this. And it just destroys anything. Yeah. Birthright. S tier item, S tier idea. It's crazy good. The effect is different for every character. So like if you're Kane, it gives you infinite keys for the rest of the run. If you're Isaac, it gives you double item rooms. It's like Damocles actually, where it gives you 2 item pedestals for every. It's like for every item pedestal, it spawns an extra one, and then you have to choose between them. And then stuff like Maggie, it gives you like 3 hearts. There's some things like it actually doesn't do anything for Lazarus or Samson. Yeah, Eve is cool. It's like every enemy you kill has a chance to leave a bird spirit that goes between rooms. So it's pretty cool. Awesome idea. Can't wait to see what they do for it with other characters and the new characters in Repentance. Black Mushroom. Yeah. Black Mushroom. It's wacky. It's fun. But only for one room. Like what it does is it gives you a tier to lay down every time you use it, and it charges in the room. So the downside to this is that it warps the screen, like hilariously. It's really crazy. So if you're in a boss room, like dodging is gonna be really hard to do. And again, it's fun to do, but that's only because sometimes you gotta be wacky. Am I right? Yeah. But other than that, it's not too good of an item. Oh yeah, and the screen effect persists between rooms, and it only stops when you clear enough rooms, so it can be quite annoying for a while. The tier delay is nice, but for one room to completely destroy your sense of vision in this game, kind of not worth it. Blood bombs. It's an HP up, and it lets you use your hearts as bombs if you ever run out of bombs. It's pretty good, actually. I don't know if anyone knows that you can actually use, like it actually lets you keep using bombs. That's why it gives you an HP up. So that's something that you may not know. It's gonna be so funny seeing people like Sinvicta who use this, who never seem to check their resources. So they'll probably just use their health if they have no bombs, and they'll be like, what just hit me? What just hit me? Oh man, I can't wait for that. Oh, it finally, looks like the chat finally updated. Okay, we got a... Oh, tiers will reach 1 if you have a couple tiers down already. Good to know. Hey, you know what I can do? Hold on. I think I can do... Yeah. What does everyone think about that? That's pretty good. Now I can see everything. Ah. Had to take a sip of some lemon water. That's so nice. Oh, you guys already know about this blood oath. You know what? Oh, this? This? I think that's what you mean, right? Yeah, it's a good idea. Thanks, Kid Goo. Okay, so blood oath. Uh, yeah. I almost never take blood oath. It's like there's a few reasons why this item is not really as used. The effect of the item is at the start of every floor, it sets your red hearts. It sets your red hearts to half a heart. Yeah, it does give some buffs. Okay, wait, let me try to explain this again. Because I have to practice talking in front of a live audience. So, Blood Oath sets your health to half a red heart. It ignores soul hearts, but it leaves your red hearts at half. And it gives you a speed boost and a damage boost depending on how many red hearts it takes. And honestly, first of all, not many people use red hearts. Because soul hearts, they're kind of just better. Like, you can use them for devil deals. You can use them for preventing devil deals from being taken. And it's kind of... Like, if you have a character such as Bethany, or I don't know about Maggie, but anyone who starts low on soul hearts, you know what? This is actually really good for Eve. But it's like only good against certain characters. And Bethany, if you have this, it literally just sets you to half a heart. So it's kind of not good for Bethany at all. Because she can't get soul hearts. Boiled baby. B tier. I'll put it here. And I'll put this here. Yeah, boiled baby. It's actually, I don't know if you guys even know what this does. It's like it randomly splashes shots all over the room. And it actually does a lot of damage. Especially if you somehow get it on top of an enemy. And all those tears just cluster on top and do massive damage to that one enemy. Yeah, it does do a lot of damage. It's pretty good for a familiar, actually. It's very wacky. Book of Despair. It's alright. It's alright. It basically halves your tier delay. I don't think it actually gets you down to... I don't think it actually breaks the tier cap, but it essentially halves your tier delay for one room. It's a 3-room recharge. And that's it. It's a massive tiers up for one room. That's good. But what's S for bosses? This the Book of Despair. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it's really good because it basically guarantees that you're always gonna have your tier situation sorted when it comes to bosses. Personally, and Kid Goo and I were talking about this on the Discord. It could stand to give maybe a shot speed up or a range up as well, because what it's doing is technically what the book does is it teaches you how to cry better. So maybe a range up and a shot speed up would be pretty cool for it. Are there actually any books? Are there any items? Are there any active items that actually increase your shot speed? I don't think there's any items except for this, which is D tier, that actually increases your tiers at all. Nothing for range either. They just leave it for passive items. That's weird. Book of Virtues. Put it at low. Book of Virtues A tier. It is I do want to say it's broken, but honestly, I don't think it's quite good enough to be past S tier. Okay, you know what? We'll think about it like this. What does it do? It's a 2-room recharge that gives you a wisp, and the wisp just has a bad fan story. Oh yeah, all these fanfics. Oh boy. There's a site for that, isn't there? There probably is. Just fanfics. Oh, if Isaac too? What if they did their different personas? Oh man, that would be awful. So, Book of Virtues. It spawns a wisp, and the wisp does, I think, 3.5 damage. And you can have up to 16 of them, and they orbit around you. It's basically a shield. And it basically prevents you from getting hit by contact damage. And you know what they take? They take shots too. Like they extinguish after a bit, but they have health. And it's like if you can dodge, you can actually prevent them from being extinguished as well. So you know what? If you are a really good dodger, you'll just mow down the entire run. Which is why I think Bethany is broken, because she starts with this item. I don't think the item itself is broken, but Bethany starting with this item is super busted. You know what else it does? It basically it all but guarantees an angel deal at the end of a boss. And again, we haven't gotten to the rest of the angel items yet. But you'll see how good this is in just a bit. Booster pack. Very, very good. It drops 3 cards once you buy it. It's actually like an ancient recall card. But you know what it's going to do in Repentance? It's going to drop 5 cards. Which is crazy. Oh, yeah, I guess I could. There. I guess that's a bit better. Okay, this is Botfly. Fly is broken, really? I mean, it's I put it at B tier because it's good. It's good. Like you can. It shoots lost contact shots, which it's a really good defensive item. But I don't know if it's broken. I don't know if it's broken, man. Like, oh, sorry about that. if you're fighting Mom's Heart, sure it could block a few shots, but you still have to focus. Really? S tier? Seriously? Really? Does it really shoot that fast? Oh, Family Man too. Yeah, I never actually get this item too much. Okay, you know what? I trust you guys. Oh, the witness. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. You say the witness, the bullet hell boss, and I just completely forgot about that. So, yeah. I guess I just never see this item, huh? Wow. You know what else is an S tier item? Bowl of Tears. Bowl of Tears, it's an Angel Room item. This is like the... Hmm. Okay, so what it does is... Actually, that's pretty weird how three of the four angel items... Like, all the angel items we have right now are A or above. That's pretty cool. So, it's kind of like Isaac's Tears, but instead of just shooting a Tammy's head blast, it shoots like a monstrous lung effect of tears. Like, blah. And it charges like every 6 tears you have. And it does so much damage. If you have a high tear rate, it is just crazy, seriously. Oh, the knife? Uh, I mean, I guess we could do this now, actually. It's, where should I put the knife? I'm just gonna put it here just so we can, think about this. So the knife, as you can see, is actually 3 pieces. I just, poorly photoshopped them together so that you could tell these are separate, right? That's the reason. I could have just gotten the knife familiar from the wiki, but where's the fun in that? This is more thematically accurate. Its main purpose is to open the door to the corpse so that you can fight the witness. Oh, can't be rated. I guess that's right. Also, I have taken account the item cost. This is this is 1 heart, and we haven't actually. Oh, this is 1 heart as well. Yeah, I'd say it's average. Like, there's some people who saying it can't be rated, but it actually does a bit of damage. Like, if I weren't going for corpse, which I don't usually, then I would just put it like I would just take it and then use it as a pretty good familiar because it does do a lot of damage. Voice cracks, yeah, we get it, we get it. Yeah, the knife is pretty strong. So honestly, I'm fine putting it a B tier. It's too bad you never actually get it for so long. Cause I mean, it can actually help you run, and maybe I should start collecting the knife pieces more, just so that I can have a helper for the rest of the run. But you basically get it like if you're not going oh, brimstone isn't in this list, but you'll see. You'll see. There is one item that's sulfur, and you'll see where I put that. So just hold on a second. All right, so consolation prize. Uh, It gives a +1 to the lowest stat. That's honestly huge because if you are low on tears or range or damage, it gives you that. And it also gives you a consumable that you're low on. It's either 3 coins, 1 heart, or one, not 1 heart, 1 bomb or 1 key. It's a bad late game item. Uh, hmm, I like it. D8. Honestly, I'm putting that as A tier as well because golden poops, guys. And not only that, you can you can reroll spikes in this version. So all the rooms that have a bunch of spikes, you can roll them into something like rocks so that they can at least be destroyed by bombs. Or you could get TNTs or poops and then you could just dig your way through those. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, you already know where this is going. Damocles S tier all the way. It is just crazy, crazy good. It doubles all item pedestals in the game, and you get to take both item pedestals. The only thing is, if you get hit, it essentially starts a timer. It's not exactly a timer, but Kiku can explain that if he wants. And once the timer is up, you die instantly. No holy mantle. I don't know if Book of Secrets or is it Book of Shadows, or if you get like an invincible card, something like that. Yeah, it's S tier if you have at least 1 heart because it does kill you. See, if no, I mean, you could just be good at dodging. It rewards good dodging, and I love items like that. It reward you for being good at the game. You just have to know when to use it. Usually what I like to do is if I get it from a devil deal, yeah, take it with the Lost. It's perfect for the Lost. It's broken with the Lost actually because it's always double items forever. Well, yeah, you could see a bloat randomly, but I mean, just dodge. What can I say? And of course, there's always going to be the hits that you just can't dodge, like this video that I posted today. Did you guys see that video with the super jump and the champion trite? Oh man, I that's just upsetting, honestly. But hey, what can you do? Just start a new streak. That's pretty much all you can do. So yeah, Damocles S tier. If you're good at the game, it could be broken. With the Lost, it's broken. But for anyone else, it's S tier. Dirty Mind, A tier. It gives you familiars for every hoop you destroy. It's a it's a really, really good defensive item. Cause they take hits. It's like the wisps that the Book of Virtues gives. But it's only when you have poop. So if you are playing as Blue Baby, this item is just a godsend. It's basically a 1 run. Until you get something that's like, what's one boss that just destroys all these? I don't know. It's really good shield though. Donkey Jawbone. Ugh, man. It's so lackluster. The few times that I've ever gotten Donkey Jawbone, it hasn't helped me at all. What it does is, if you take damage, notice I say if, the Jawbone, no, I don't like this item at all. The Jawbone is like, it swings around, and it clears all the enemies that are around you, so that's kind of cool, but that involves you getting hit, and it's not like other on hit effects. Like if you have the virus or Athame, you could get black hearts from that. Dull Razor, you could, well, you know, shoot, you know what? If you had Dull Razor, maybe Voodoo Pin, This can this could be pretty good actually, but that's usually not the case. So, okay, you know what? I'll put it at D. It's fine to exist because there's other items like it, but right now it's just kind of meh. Enigma bombs. It's alright. I'll put it next to the other bomb here. It gives you 5 bombs, and the bombs can have different effects. Like it could be the shock waves that shoots across, or it could be the creep effect. Also, this, aside from letting you place bombs and using your health as bombs, it gives you, like, it explodes into a huge pile of creep. So that's pretty cool. And this is an effect that this has as well. And there's also poison, I think, Mr. Mega, stuff like that. I think it's okay. This actually shouldn't exist. I'm 100% sure on this. This actually sucks. It's 15 cents. Yeah, it's called Eraser. It's 15 cents, and basically you get one chance to throw it at an enemy, and then that enemy doesn't appear for the rest of the run. It's not that good because you could just kill the enemy. You never know what enemies you're gonna get in a run. I sure would have loved to use it in that trite room, but it's so niche. You might never see that enemy again anyways, if RNG favors you. There was one thing I heard where it could get rid of bosses. I'm really not sure where I got that from. I don't know in what circumstance that would ever happen. But yeah. Eternal D6. Ooh. I'm gonna put it high A. I'm gonna put it high A. It's a 3-room D6, which lets you re-roll the items. But every time you roll, the item has a chance to disappear. So it's more rerolls at the cost of the item actually disappearing. There's no eraser, not bad. It can just erase some enemy. Yeah, but that's the thing. You could just kill them. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, low S tier. It's basically the middle of this. I could put it at low S, but the chance that the item could just be gone is kind of a turn off, I think. Like, obviously, if you're gonna be rolling an item, you wouldn't be taking the item anyways, so it's not like you're losing much. It's just greed. It's the ultimate greed item. No. Oh, evil charm. It's a 3 luck. I don't think I'd say it's the best C item. It's alright. It's literally just 3 luck. I don't think it's actually doing much else. Luck is helpful, but come on. This guy's watching a stream and playing at the same time. Eye drops. Eye drops is B. It like increases the tier delay for 1 tier, or for 1 eye, and it makes your tear effects like it's off sync. But if you get a tear delay down, it's actually really good. Like even if you have soy milk, it gives you even more tears. It's so crazy. So it's pretty good. After all that, I'm just saying it's pretty good. Uh, Eye of the Occult or Teardrops, because I do like Teardrops. I think it's unique. You're probably thinking of Teardrops. I'm just gonna assume that. Really, I? No way, dude. This is really Eye of the Occult. Uh, yeah, I say B tier. High B tier. It gives you damage up. I think it's a 2 heart deal, so there's that. But it gives you a damage up. It lets you control your tears. Like if you're like you could just have a wave of tears that you just control. You could just move them around however you want. And it's got some really nice synergies, like with Brimstone. Oh man, that's such a cool synergy. Does this actually work with Mom's Knife? It'd be cool if it did. Like if it just breaks the range stat with Mom's Knife. Like this, like it's over here, and you just move the reticle all the way over here. It just curves all the way to the reticle. That would be sick. I'd like to see that. Slime King Tower Discord, yeah, I'll be there. I'm not leaving, I'm just done making content for it. Unless modding really kickstarts, which they actually kind of are. If you go to the modding Discord, they found a way to start modding it. So that's pretty cool. Eyesore. It's okay. Not the best crowd control item. Oh, TSKT is the Slime King's Tower. That's the other game I used to do on the channel. It's like Isaac, but it's just worse. And it's for that reason that I'm done making content for it. But I made the guide so that everyone knows what to do, and there's still going to be modding, so I hope that turns out well. So Eyesore, as I was saying, it lets you shoot tears in random directions. It's like secondary tears in random directions, so it's alright. Again, with Brimstone, it's cool, but yeah. Fortune Cookie. I'll put this B tier. It's like a fortune teller machine, but it's a 2 charge and it's free. So if you get lucky, you could get some easy soul hearts or cards, but sometimes you'll get a fortune. I like this. I think it's good enough. At the very least, if you don't have any active item, you may as well roll this, because you could get some soul hearts and the tarot cards and the rune. Yeah. So at the very least, it's something. Free lemonade. It's okay. Best Henry Stickman ending. What, Fortune Cookie? Was that one? I don't know. I played the collection. I don't remember any ending relating here, though. Okay. Free lemonade. It's like the lemon party pill. It leaves a huge puddle of creep. It's good for a few rooms and maybe some bosses. It lasts for quite a while too. But it's a 4-room charge. It's it's meh. It's okay. Freezer baby. It's pretty cool. It has the effect of my favorite item in the game, which you will see. And it lets you freeze your tears. Oh wait, what am I saying? It lets you it shoots tears that freezes enemies instead of killing them. And then you can push the enemies around. So I'll explain that more when I get to that item. Immaculate Heart? Yeah. Nearly as good as Sacred. I think it's better than Sacred actually. Because it gives you, what's it, a 1-2 multiplier? A 1.2 multiplier? And it lets you shoot a halo of tears around you. They're secondary. It's not like, oh my god, guys. It's like you shoot, it's a damage up and a tears up essentially. And if you have a lot of damage already and a lot of tears, you can just keep making those secondary tears and they just keep collecting, and then you load them all into a boss. It just destroys. I think it's better than Sacred Heart. This is probably the only hot take. Yeah, the only hot take, putting something in some tier. I don't know. It hurts. See, it's like Donkey Jawbone, but I'm not gonna put it there. But only it's because it gives you a tears up and it gives you a it does a Tammy's headshot when you take damage. It's like varicose veins and milk in the same item. Okay, Jacob's Ladder, yeah. High key broken. It is just incredibly insane. It ties directly to Angel Deals. What it does is it spawns a ladder at the first room of every level, and it guaranteed takes you to an Angel Deal. And who knows what the Angel Deal could have? It could have items like Immaculate Heart or just Soul Hearts. No, that's the thing. It doesn't kill Devil Deals. Like there's a strat that you could do where if you get if you finish the level with that, okay, if you spawn in, you don't go to the ladder because it stays for the entire thing. It doesn't disappear. You don't go to the ladder. You finish the floor. You go to a Devil Deal. Say you get Goat Head from that, right? You backtrack all the way to the ladder. You get that Angel Deal, right? You go to the next floor. Then, what you can do from then on is you can keep going to the Devil Deals after you beat the boss. You could take the Devil Deal, whatever's there, and then you can backtrack all the way to the Angel Deal and then take that as well. It's free it's guaranteed Devil Deals and Angel Deals for the entire run. And you know what's even more broken than that? The ladder always spawns in I did a video on it. The ladder always spawns in the cathedral and the chest. That's 2 extra angels. That's 2 extra Angel Deals. It's actually just a dumb mechanic, honestly. That's why I always look for it. Yeah, it'd be cool to see what they do in Repentance. No way this is B tier, man. Like, from what I just said, no way. Knockout drops, that's B tier. Yeah, Goat Head and Jacob's Ladder, it's literally crazy. Knockout drops. Your tears have a chance to be fists that deal insane knockback and even a bit of extra damage. So it's alright. That's a pretty cool tier effect. Lodestone, I'll put it a B. It magnetizes enemies so that everything is attracted to the magnetized enemy. And it's pretty cool. It's almost like it gives you homing on one enemy. It's good for crowd control too. So yeah, it's alright. Oh, Lost Soul? No way. Dude, this is like low C tier. That's where I'm putting it. Yeah. The pros and cons of this. The pros is if it survives for a floor, then on the next floor it gives you a random, either a random item from the treasure room pool, or I think angel. I don't know if it gives an angel pool. Or it gives you 2 soul hearts, or an eternal heart, I think. I don't know. Let's look at that actually. Lost Soul. Antibirth. Oh. Okay, so three soul hearts, 2 eternal hearts, 1 treasure room item, or 1 angel room item. So it sounds really good, but the thing is, it's extremely difficult to get this thing to survive because it dies in 1 hit. And it's not a thing where, like, if you have good play and good dodging skills, you could just keep it alive, because you could just, like, 1 hit from, like, a soy creep, the soy milk spiders on the walls, and it just dies. At the very least, it's a meat shield for 1 hit. It dies to contact damage too, so it's the rewards it gives are really good, but the chance that you're gonna get them is basically 0. Luna, it's alright. Gives you an extra, pretty much useless for the late game, but it's really good pre-heart. Yeah, I guess. But even so, yeah, it's like, at the very least, it's good for 1 floor guaranteed if you want to clear the entire floor and then take the item, because you can guarantee that it survives. But all the other floors, there's no guarantee. If it got like a holy mantle around it so that you could at least take, it could at least take 2 hearts, that'd be cool, but yeah. So Luna, it's alright. It gives you an extra secret room and extra super secret room per level. It's the first planetarium item. We're on the L's now. That. And it's just alright because it gives you more of something that's just okay, depending on what you get. So yeah. Magic skin. I'm gonna put it high A, not quite S tier, and I'll explain why. Magic skin is a 6-room charge, and it gives you a random item from whatever pool that you're in, or whatever room that you're in. So it could give you a free devil deal item or angel deal item, curse room, treasure room, shop, planetarium, stuff like that. But it permanently decreases your maximum HP by 1. So you would have 11 hearts instead of 12 at any given time. And you can use this up to 11 times to get 11 free items. And the 12th time you just die. Does it work for the Lost though if you have, like, does it give you just infinite items? I could probably test that a bit later and check it out. Because I think it did say that if you're playing as the Lost, It's really infinite uses? Okay. Lost. The Lost can use this item infinitely as he cannot gain broken hearts due to lack of health. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know what else this item does? It gives items a chance to turn into magic skin. Like, you could just go into a devil deal and there's 2 magic skins for sale. Every other subsequent treasure room could just have magic skin. It's kind of polarizing in that way. But you know what? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Mars, that's getting the S tier. So many uses for Mars. It gives you a double tap dash where if you press doesn't do it if you're holding magic skin. Really? It doesn't replace. I don't know, because I think it has before. Okay, let me explain Mars though. What it does is it gives you a dash. Oh, that's interesting. And while you're doing this dash, you're invincible. So already and it does good damage to enemies you rush into, so that's good. But it can also get you into and out of the curse room for free. I don't think you can play blood banks with it. I've tried, and it still takes hearts. But still, it's like invincibility every like 5 seconds. I think it takes that long to charge. So it's super duper strong. Meat cleaver. It's meh. It splits enemies in 2 and lowers their health as well. But why would you want more enemies? Like, if the enemy is already at a bit low health, it does kill them. And there's special interactions too, like if you have the Fallen or Loki, it automatically splits them. So that's pretty cool. It has some cool interactions, but most of the time you're just asking for doubling the enemies. And I don't usually like that. Actually, you know what? Hold on. There's one cool thing, and I'll put that above. For that, I'll put it above free lemonade. If you have a champion, and it gives you a drop, and you split that, if you split the champion, then it'll give you that drop as well. It's like they have the same chance to give you a drop. So you could get some extra consumables out of that. So that's pretty cool. Mega Mush. Okay. Mega Mush is S tier. It's a 12 room charge, and it gives you. It's basically a huge damage up. It turns you ginormous. You can crush enemies, and you can even crush doors. So you can walk right through doors. So it just sweeps the entire floor. And then after like 30 seconds, it runs out. And you're back to little old baby Isaac. The only thing that differentiates this from Mega Blast, which is also basically an insta room clear, is that this doesn't charge while it's being used. But still, the damage you get, like you can instantly stomp a boss, both figuratively and literally. It's really, really good. Member card. Okay, so member card. You guys are probably like, member card, what the heck is that? So, it's not actually in the game. I think you have to hack it in. I'm gonna go here specifically. Member card. It like spawns a trap door, I think. Yeah. Every shop contains a trapdoor leading to a special shop, which sells various items, trinkets, or pickups with random prices. So I'm ranking it based on the description because I've never actually had this before. But I think that's pretty good. I don't know if if it's like a black market, like you force a black market basically. I don't think it's that big. I've never seen in action though. You think we can find it on YouTube? Like we could just The Binding of Isaac Antibirth member card. Hey, there's a showcase here. I haven't seen sci-fi either, so I get to see what that goes. Oh, whoa. Oh my god. Did you see that? Yo, I didn't know it was so fast. That wasn't me. I have Discord turned on. That's pretty good defense. That's cool. And then for member card, let's see what it gives. Oh, that's super weird.
I'm going to spoil the mystery for you and tell you that the Hierophant gives you 2 soul hearts.
Wow. Transforms regular flies into blue flies. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're seeing here inner eye. What the heck? Is it random? Is it like I don't know what pool this could be. What if it gives you Sacred Heart, guys? Wow. That's really funky. I cannot wait to see that in Repentance. And judging by that, I'm going to put it A tier. Because if you can get random items like that, just imagine what you possibilities, making the shops better. I wish, like the shops in Antibirth, they're the same as Rebirth, so they're already underwhelming. So if there was an extra shop that could just give you a random item from any pool, I don't know if it's from any pool either, but like it's just a lot of value. We'll leave this tab open just in case we want to see anything else. Also, seeing sci-fi, we could put that A as well, cause it just looks really cool. Menorah, A tier. What this does is it gives you it's almost like a split shot. So okay, let me go to the wiki and explain this one. I'm gonna need the wiki's help with this. You might hear the washer in the back, so just don't worry about that. Spawns a menorah that causes Isaac's tears to be multiplied by the number of lit candles. Starts with 1 candle lit, and then when Isaac is hit, it gives you another. It gives you another tier. It's like a double shot, a triple shot, quad, and then 5, 6, and 7. And then at some point, like it gives you a tears down. At some point, but yeah, at some point it just stops giving you the tears down. So once you have 7 candles, it just you just shoot 7 shots in a volley. It's really awesome. How the heck did it But the thing is, with Menorah, you might think it's OP, but the thing is, if you get hit an 8th time, or a 7th time, depending on whenever, your tears go back to regular. It also shoots a few fires around, so that's a nice touch. So yeah, it's very, very good. Mercurius, actually stupid dumb broken. It's literally all the doors are open. Is you could just speed run through everything. It gives you a speed up first of all, which is niche at best because it leaves all doors open. You don't have to fight any more rooms. Guys, the main difficulty of Isaac is clearing all the rooms. You don't have to do that anymore. All you have to do is beat the boss, go to the item rooms, maybe the shop. Yeah, it opens every door. It keeps every door open forever. Oh, that's doorstop. So yeah, you could just run through the entire game without ever fighting an enemy again. I don't know, like, should I ban that from my random streak? Like, if I see Mercurius, should I just not take it anymore? I don't know if I could go that far, but that's stupid good. We'll decide a bit later. Mom's bracelet. It's pretty cool. It lets you pick up rocks. For the memes, yeah, you might be right about that. Mom's bracelet lets you pick up rocks, and it's a utility item, and it also, like the rocks, if you throw it at an enemy, it does a lot of damage, so that's really cool. If you have no bombs, it can help you with some path traveling or path making. It's kind of cool. I don't think you can make bridges with it though. They should find a way to do that. What if there was a way that you could throw the rock and then it makes a rock wave in the position that it's thrown? That'd be cool. Monstrance. I almost want to put it at broken, but I'm fine putting it at S tier. Monstrance itself godhead, essentially. Yeah, you can see it. Emits an aura that damages nearby enemies. Let's watch this too. Scales with Isaac's damage as well. Look at that. It's essentially sack dagger damage, but it's always active and it's always active and it surrounds you and it scales on your damage. So that's really strong. It's really so strong. Mucormycosis, also strong. Bob's brain, but even more dangerous? What are you thinking of, man? No way. It's so much better than that. Oh, see you, Kiku. It's essentially every single enemy shoots a poison cloud, or they explode into a poison cloud when they die. Every single enemy. And it does alright damage as well. So you can just clear the room when one enemy dies. It's so awesome. A bit too awesome, actually. But it's not like Bob's brain. It's like Bob's brain, and you know what? I like Bob's brain. I think it's cool. It's a nice damage upgrade. It's supplementary damage. It's good. Yeah. What were you thinking of then? I don't think there's... Not Antibirth. Okay. Alright. I think this is Oculus Rift. Honestly, yeah, rip your lost runs. Because Oculus Rift, it's a cool tier effect that's only if you can somehow control it. Like if you have a lot of luck, so you can keep. Okay, so what it does is your tiers, once they hit the ground, they have a chance to make a black hole, and it sucks enemies and tiers in. But it's like if you somehow whip an enemy around or your tiers around, it can hit you. So it's not too fun if it hits you. Orphan Socks, it's okay. It's my community. And it gives you a soul heart and a speed up. Honestly, I think this is a really good item. It's a secret room item. So it's rare to see. But yeah. Paschal Candle all the way S tier, bro. There. It's a tier to lay down for every room that you don't take damage. So if you play well, you just have a huge tiers increase. And it resets once you take damage again. So it's super good. Again, it rewards good play like Damocles. And it's just super powerful. Play-Doh Cookie, high A tier. It gives your tiers, every single tier, a chance to either poison, fear, petrify, which is like the best thing you could get from it. They could be homing as well. It seems like a simple item, and it pretty much is, but it's like the petrification alone is just really good. Pluto makes your size smaller. It gives you a tears up as well. I'll show you how small in just a second. I'd say low A. Well, yeah. Pluto. Yeah, you can see how small it is here. Look how tiny it is. It even lets shots fly above you if you get close enough. It's essentially the effect of getting a whole bunch of 1 minute smaller kills. And I think, yeah, you can slip through rocks like that. So that's pretty cool. You're essentially a spider, because those things are broken. R key. Okay, this one is interesting. Honestly, I don't know how I can rank this. What it does is it resets your run, but you keep all your items and your stats in it as well. It basically puts you to basement 1. There's kind of no reason to restart a run unless you're going for lulls. And I guess it could... I really don't know how to rank this, actually. I mean, it's broken, yeah. But it's only if you already... Like, it's essentially doubling your items. But at that point, why wouldn't you just finish the run? It's essentially a victory lap, except the time is still going. It doesn't go back to 0. Okay, hold on. Oh, did I? Whoops. R key. It's the middle. The very middle of the road. A character guide when Repentance comes out in 2069. I probably won't. I'll do top 10s. Because there's going to be a lot more items. And maybe some cool synergies, stuff like that. Like what Pentahybrid and Alexa do. But a character guide, I don't think I'll do any guides. I want to find everything out for myself, just as everyone else does. I'm going to be away from the Isaac Discord. Oh yeah, red key. We'll talk about that in a bit. I'm going to be away from the Isaac Discord for about a month once Repentance drops. Because I don't want any spoilers. I just want to have it fresh. I'm going to start a new save file. It's going to be awesome, guys. I hope you'll be there with me. Okay. So red key, that is... red key. It lit. I was contemplating on putting it as. Okay, let me see if I could do this. Literally broken. Oh my god, guys, red key. You make rooms. Yeah, it's that good. Let's go to red key here. This alone is 5 minutes. We just skip through this a bit. Yeah, you make a random room. Like look at this here. You found it in a curse room. You just make a room. The room had a tinted rock in it. You can see it here. And it can be essentially anywhere. There's no way I'm banning this from the street. You see, it can make planetarium. It can make rooms with that enemy. Made a library. You could just have a good old time. Most of the time, it's gonna be a regular room. But oh yeah, and if you go all the way to the end of the map, you get a guaranteed I'm air room. So that's pretty cool. Just look at how fast he's going and everything. Doesn't that look fun? And the thing is, this is already confirmed with Repentance. It's like whenever I'm talking about someone with Repentance, this is everyone's favorite item. Look at that. It's just incredible. Alright. So yeah, red key, incredible. Red stew, not as incredible. It's okay. It's alright. It's like you buy it from the store for 15 cents. It gives you a huge damage upgrade and a full heal. But the damage upgrade, it depletes over time. So it's good if you want a slight boost. And you know what? In Repentance, the effect got changed. It gives you the damage. And for every enemy you kill, it gives you a tiny, tiny increase in damage so that the effect lasts longer. We saw that in greed mode. I don't feel like looking at the video now. Revelation. This is another item that doesn't appear because the unlock is glitched. But what it does is it gives you flight. It gives you 2 immortal hearts. If you don't know what immortal hearts, it's like the holy mantle. Yeah, it's just like the holy mantle. And also it gives you the brainworm trinket. Let me show you here. Okay, it pickups. Immortal heart. Always takes 2 hits before depleting and will generate from half to full upon clearing a room. Immortal hearts replace eternal hearts with a 50% chance and do not spawn in any other way except for one room in the corpse. That's pretty specific, eh? And the brainworm trinket is like, say this lost soul here is an enemy. And I shoot, look, here's the brainworm trinket right here. I shoot a tear, it redirects itself to the enemy. Yeah. So it's like homing, but it's so much better. And because it also gives flight and actually the most broken heart type in the game, I'm going to put it at high key broken, even though the item itself isn't actually obtainable in the regular version. Rock bottom. A tier, not S tier, and here's why. Alright, hold on a sec. Okay. Oh, sweet. Good job, guys. So, rock bottom, I'm basing it on the effect that it's supposed to have. So what it does is it resets your item, it resets your stats to base stats, but your stats can never be lowered again for the rest of the run. So if you take this and then you take Brimstone, you're still going to have a 10 tier delay with Brimstone. Or if you have Mutant Spider, Ipecac, or Libra, Rock Bottom Libra. Everything is a stat up. And if you get soy milk on top of that, oh boy, it's crazy. Because it doesn't reduce your damage. If you get soy milk rock bottom, that itself is broken. Because it gives you 1 tier delay with 3.5 damage. And there's not much that the game can do to stand up against that. The reason I put it A tier instead of S tier or even broken is because its effectiveness goes down the later into a run you get it. Because it resets your stats to base stats. And you probably don't want that if you already have if you have Magic Mush or Cricket's Head. You don't really want to go to base stats when you have something that's like that. Unless the multiplier still applies. I think it does actually. I don't know, maybe you would want to risk it. Not even for the memes, honestly. I'm not banning that from the streak either. It's kind of like if you get it on the first floor as your first item. Oh yeah, and also another thing, the rooms that you could get this is so small. It's only the secret room pool, and if you're super duper lucky, you can get it from Tinderdrox. And if you get it at the start of a run, it's already S tier. But if you get it in late in the run, heck, it could even be like C or D tier. Just depends on when you get it. Most of the time, though, it's A tier. Or maybe mid tier. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna move this up so that it's the middle. Rocket in a jar. Oh man. Replaces your bombs with rockets, so it makes it so that you go 100% offense with bombs instead of the 50-50 defense or offense and utility. And even there's a bit of defense as well. Because with bombs you could open secret rooms and blow up. Yeah, if you have Dr. Fetus, it's really cool. You essentially have a rocket launcher. But, oh, maybe that's why it's in a jar. Because Dr. Fetus is in a jar. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting connection, huh? Either way, I'm gonna put it at C because it's so easy to forget and it takes away the utility of bombs. Rotten Tomato, it's pretty cool. It marks an enemy, and marked enemies target... Like, enemies target marked enemies, so it's cool. If you have a left and luck, you could just have all the enemies go to each other. It's pretty cool. Saturnus. Very nice. Every room you enter, you spawn a ring that has... Like, it gives you a ring around you. And every room, that ring spawns 7 tiers that copy your tier effects. And I'm pretty sure your tiers are automatically spectral. Any tier that goes in the ring. So it goes over rocks. There's probably an Ipecac safety measure. Say you catch... You can also catch enemy tiers and use them against the enemies. So that's pretty cool. It's an alright item to have. Sausage. It's the one true stats up. It's also Kill's favorite. Kilburn's favorite. He was talking on the blog post about how there was some sausage that you could get from France, I think. So it is very cool. Here, let me go to it. Sausage. It's also got it's got the nicest sprite. Every single stat up, as you can see, it gives damage, tiers, range, even tier height, and speed, and shot speed, and luck. That's every single stat. School bag. I'll put that at A tier. Well, you know what? This depends precisely on which items you get. I'll say for that, I'll put it low S. Because what it does, it just lets you have... Well, I say just. It lets you have 2 active items at a time. And this is actually in Afterbirth Plus. Because it was added from this mod. It's pretty cool. And the utility of having 2 active items. Like if you have Guppy's Paw and Converter. Isaac has an ARG. Oh yeah, I remember that. The keeper one. ARG, it's like, what's it called? Actually real game. Alternate reality game. Yeah, we can do the keeper thing. We can talk about that later. It's pretty cool. So school bag, if you have something like Guppy's Paw and Converter, you have infinite hearts. Something specific to Antibirth is if you have Breath of Life and School Bag and something that charges, it actually, for some reason, gives you infinite charges. Because it's like the Breath of Life, because it charges instantly, it charges automatically. So if you have that, it just gives you infinite charges on anything.
Oh, I thought Mark was down here.
Upstairs.
Oh, okay. Did you guys play? Is you going to?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
See ya. So if you get this like specifically with Breath of Life and Satanic Bible or Guppy's Head or any active item, hey, what's up? What active items could this help with? Blank card. You know what? Just active items in general, you know. Very cool. That's why I've dubbed the synergy Debag 8. It's like Debug 8, which gives you infinite charges. So that, yeah. Oh, what's wrong? You got the frown emoticon in chat. Sharp key. It's okay. It gives you 5 keys and lets you shoot keys as an active item. Does a lot of damage. It copies your tier effects, but it's meh. Oh, you know what else it can do? Okay, I'll move it up. Not to A tier. If you have multiple... It's a tier list. Yeah, it opens everything. Like, if you have multiple locked chests in a row, you can use one key and throw it, and it just opens all of it. For one key, that's pretty good. But if you... The thing is, there isn't much situation where you'll be... Well, yeah, actually, there isn't much situation where you'll have more than one locked chest in a room. You're from Russia? Cool. Alright, this is the soul. Or, no, it's just soul. Where should this go? I'd say that this is A tier. It automatically reveals the boss on the map. And then when you beat the boss, it gives you a double damage multiplier. It removes all curses in the room. It reveals the entire... No, I mean, on the floor. It reveals the entire map, and I think it even gives you a luck upgrade. Does it have any other effects? Even fully charges active item, wow. Considering it's planetarium. Nah, I don't think I will. Because, I mean, Monstrance is Angel Room only. And you can get, like, if you get that, it's practically an instant win. The only thing I'm considering in terms of rarity or cost is, like, Devil Deal. or shop. Spirit Sword. Very, very cool. Oh, see ya. Spirit Sword, it gives you a sword that you could just swing around. You can spam it in one direction and it's just like you're basically invincible from that direction. It's got a lot of synergies. It's if you hold it, it lets you do a spin attack. It lets you shoot a laser if you're at full health, or if you do the spin attack. It's cool. It's super cool. And that's it. It's super awesome to have. It's fun to play with. It's not like it's strong too. It doesn't give it the swipe scale off your damage, of course. And it can trivialize certain bosses, but you have to get really close to them. So it's a playstyle that people might not like, but I like it. It's just cool. It's just cool. Stitches. S tier. It lets you teleport on top of the room. It basically gives you flying, because you can teleport anywhere in the room, wherever Stitches is, because it's an orbital, and it bounces across the screen. And if you press spacebar, it lets you telefrag an enemy. Like, whoa. Yeah, it's cool for dodging too. I think you can use it to exploit IV bags as well, the blood banks. The telefrag does a lot of damage too. Like, you can see it in the video I just made, actually. Stone bombs. Pretty good. Sends a rock wave in the cardinal directions for every bomb. It makes dodging, like, you just have to remember that you have it, because it makes dodging, like, it's hard to dodge. Well, it's not hard to dodge, but it's good. It's an upgrade. It's like Mr. Mega, in my opinion. Sulfur. Sulfur. I'm gonna rank it for its intended usage, which is a 3-room brimstone. Brimstone every 3 rooms. That's really good. It's so nice to have. Like, brimstone is such a cool effect. And even if you can't have it permanently, having it once every 3 rooms is basically just as good. It's a boss item for sure. But if we're ranking it on the glitch, oh boy, it would actually be high-key broken. Because it's literally broken. Because if you use it twice in a room, if you have a battery, for instance, it literally just gives you brimstone for the rest of the run. You don't even have to hold onto it anymore. It just gives you brimstone for the rest of the run. And I think what tops this off is this actually a 1 heart deal. Yeah. It's 1 heart brimstone. Using sulfur twice in a room grants its effect permanently. The effects remain even after Isaac gets rid of sulfur. It's S tier, yeah. It's honestly broken, but for its intended use, like, I'm always gonna get that instant brimstone. But for its intended use, it's A tier. Brimstone for a room. Yeah. Terra. It's pretty good. Actually, let me move this up. Move it over here. Maybe here. Top of A tier. Terra It's like sulfuric acid, actually. But instead of being able to find secret rooms, it gives you more knockback overall. And it also lets you hurt tough twins. It lets you hurt rock-based enemies more. So yeah, this lets you break rocks. And yeah. Cool. The Intruder. Top of B tier to me. It gives you a secondary quad shot that's slowing. And if you get hit in the room, a spider jumps out of your skull. And it goes around the room shooting quad shots and contact damage. Shooting contact damage, yeah. So, pretty nice. And the sprite work. Let me show the sprite work actually. What's it called? The Intruder. Oh man, it's so creepy. It burrows into Isaac's skull. Makes him so bloody and everything. The Scooper, it really doesn't have a reason to exist. It's just, it's a 3-room. Yeah, summons an eye familiar for the current room that bounces around. It's basically like there's already an item that does that. It's called Binding of Isaac Eye. Is there an item that does that? It's like oh great. I know there was an item. No. Okay, so you know Peep, right? You know how it shoots an eye when it takes enough damage? It's that. It's okay. Tiny Toma. A tier. It's an orbital that's it gives you it gives you an orbital. And if it takes enough damage, it splits into 2 orbitals. And if those take enough damage, they burst into some spiders. And then the orbital regenerates. So it's nice. What else is cool? The orbital actually applies knockback. Like you could swing enemies around with it, or push enemies around with it, I should say. Uranus. S tier. My favorite item in the entire game, in all of Isaac actually. It lets you shoot tears that freeze enemies. It's like what Freezer Baby does, but you have it instead. So your tears, and I think your bombs too. No, I think that's Dr. Fetus. Brimstone, Ludo, Ipecac, like basically whenever an enemy dies, they freeze. And then you can push them, and they shoot shards of glass. Uranus. What? What? What the heck? What the heck was that? And you know what else it does? It also, if there's an enemy that has a death a death attack, like if it splits into two other enemies or if it shoots blood, it doesn't do that. It disables the enemy essentially. But if it's a champion like a blue champion, then it still has the it still does the blood effect. And the soul heart spiders, they don't drop their soul heart if they're frozen, so that's too bad. Sandbag's cool, but not for me. Venus, eh, it's okay. Lets you charm enemies whenever they get near you, but it's not like they won't hurt you still. So it's kind of that. Voodoo head, pretty nice. Gives you it guarantees 2 curse rooms in every floor. It doesn't exactly give you an extra one because there's floors where you don't get curse rooms. This guarantees 2 curse rooms in every floor, and curse rooms, they're pretty good. They can give you the chests, they give you soul hearts or spiders, give you items, so it's cool. Voodoo pin. It's like dull razor, but it's worse because you can't do the habit exploit where you could use it infinitely in a room. What it does is it simulates Isaac taking damage. So if you have any damage effects, it does that. It's also cool if you want to specify how many fires you want for Menorah, or if you want the intruder to get out. It gives you iframes as well, so you can get into curse rooms for free. It helps with that too. Stuff like this, that. It's cool. And here we have the final item before we get into trinkets. We have Yuck Heart. Gives you a rotten heart. Not bad. It gives you the rotten heart. It replaces a regular heart. And if you clear a room, it lets you spawn 2 blue flies, 2 of the 4 flies at the end of a room. So that's cool. So these are all the items. And we have to do the trinkets. Beth's Faith. The trinkets are going to be a lot easier to go through. So this stream is almost done. Beth's Faith gives you 4 wisps from this at the start of every floor. It's a bit of defense. It's fine. Blessed Penny. That's S tier. Because it's a trinket. Well, you know what? Yeah, because this is a trinket, it won't go higher than any items. But basically, every soul heart, every penny gives you a chance to spawn a soul heart, a half soul heart, not a whole one. Because if it gave a whole one, that would be broken. Yeah, you know what? I'd say it can go above S. Or mid S is fine. Brainworm, like I said, it's homing. I think that is S tier as well. Broken Padlock. It lets you use bombs to open anything that uses a key. So, bombs are actually key. If you have a lot of bombs and not many keys, then this is pretty good. I'll put it here. It's pretty good utility. Chewed Pen gives you a chance to shoot a slowing tier. Saying that out loud, it's kind of underwhelming. Yeah. It's actually very underwhelming. Devil's Crown. This one I'll talk about. It turns item rooms into devil deals. So you can get some easy devil deals like that. It's so cool. I never seem to get it though. Always in the womb and beyond. But even so, it's really good. Electric penny. I forget what the thing is exactly for this. Electric penny. Adds a charge to an active item upon picking up a coin. Yeah, okay. I thought so. Is it guaranteed though? It's not guaranteed. I think it's like every... Is it actually one charge? I can't tell what the chance is exactly. I'd say it's a 50% chance to charge your item by 1. So yeah, it's pretty alright. I'd say it is B tier. Exploded firecracker makes bombs explode almost instantly. I don't know why you would ever want that. Giant bean makes all fart attacks double damage, or it's like double damage, double the size of it. It's cool, but if you don't have a bean item yourself, then it increases the radius of enemy things as well. So it's not cool. It's really good if you have butterbean though. Jawbreaker. It's exactly the same as Tough Love. Oh yeah, it is kind of like one frame palm in Slime King's Tower. He's talking about exploded firecracker. There's an item in Slime King where it makes bombs actually explode in one frame, but it also gives you explosion immunity. So that's cool. Jawbreaker. It's like Tough Love. What can I say? It's A tier. It's a trinket though, so that brings it down a bit. Maybe to B tier? Yeah. The lighter sets enemies on fire, which is like, they really have to increase the chances that you get a fire. They have to increase the chances. Oh my god. What am I saying? They have to increase the sources of the burning debuff in Isaac. Because there's literally only one thing in Rebirth that gives the fire debuff, and that's Fire Mind. Most other things are just poison. Yeah, it kills flies. It's really easy. M is super duper crazy. Every time you use your active item, it re-rolls into another active item. So you could just roll until you get an active item that you want. Something like Red Key or Book of Despair. Yeah. Maya Sodus is really good. It brings up to 8 consumables to the next floor in the starting room. So if there's consumables like if what will work with Eden's Blessing. Hmm. Oh, I mean, like, it doesn't roll into a passive item. It rolls into only active items. And it's a trinket, so I don't know. Maybe you're talking about Eden's Soul, where it gives you that random item. Which, by the way, I just realized Eden's Soul and M are basically the same item, but M is actually, or Magic Skin. Did I say M or Magic Skin? Eden's Soul and Magic Skin are basically the same item, but Magic Skin is actually just better. Because you can only use Eden's Soul once, and then it's a 12 room charge, and it gives you one item, or maybe two item, from whichever room you're in. And then this, I already explained that, just, yeah. Old Capacitor, it stops, oh wait, hold on, I didn't really explain this, did I? Myosotis, like if there's a gap between you and a bomb and a key and a heart, if you go to the next floor, those consumables appear in the starting room. Also, if you have something like batteries, if you break the game, it basically instantly makes your starting room your battery room. It's nice. Old Capacitor stops your active item from charging. Yeah. It stops your active item from charging, but makes battery drops a lot more common. Sorry about that. If you heard that, that's the dryer. Not sure where I should put this. I mean, I'll put it C. D. I don't actually know. Like it's like, I think it's like little battery or watch battery. But it's kind of worse because it actually stops your active item from charging. So that doesn't help much. Perfection. Ah, yes. A tier. I say A tier because it gives you plus 10 luck the moment you pick it up. But the way that you get it is kind of convoluted. You have to kill 3 bosses in a row without taking damage between any of the bosses. And then once you get it, you still can't take damage, or else the trinket is gone. It disappears. You have to play perfectly. And most of the times, it's just not worth the trouble. Yeah, you can cheese it by dropping it. Like if you want to go to a curse room, you can drop it. It doesn't get rid of the trinket. But most times it's meh. Also, if you get something like Tough Love with this, it was actually pointed out on the Discord that you just casually get a higher damage multiplier than Sacred Heart, cause Tough Love is like Sacred Heart is a 2.3 damage multiplier, and Tough Love, the shots is 3.2 damage. So yeah, cool. Song of the Siren, very nice. It doubles the fire rate of your familiars. And that is why this is super broken with this. Because it makes the wisps fire faster. So it's super duper broken. But most of the time I think it's fine. And finally, if the nerf Song of the Siren? Oh, Lilith. Oh. No, I actually think it would be fine. Because if BFFs already gives Lilith... If BFF gives Incubus double damage, then I think it's fine. And Teardrop Charm, this is a simple one. It makes tear effects more likely to appear. Stuff like Lodestone or maybe Eyesore. I don't know about that. It's basically like a luck up, but it affects tier rates. It affects the tier only. Oh, Play-Doh Cookie is really good with that actually. So I'll put that B tier. Okay. Oh man, my voice is shot. Can't believe we took 2 hours on this. Remember when... I think you're saying remember when Lilith was OP in greed mode? No, I don't actually, because I wasn't there before the nerf. Yeah. I guess she was OP. I don't know what she did though. Alright, so here is the tier list. You can save this, right? I like how I kind of forgot a row of pixels here. So, at least it's on the glitched item, so, yeah. Here's the list. Red key is just incredible. And then Jacob's Ladder and Mercurius, that's literally broken. It's cool stuff. Yeah. Red key is red key. Antibirth item tier list. Red key is red key. Yeah. Okay, and with that, I think I will end the stream. I didn't think it would take this long. I'm gonna have to edit this down for the video. Wow. Well, that was fun, guys. Again, happy Halloween. Thanks for 500 subs. There's gonna be a lot more content when Repentance drops. So look out for that. And I'll still be doing SSF2 and maybe some other game, I don't know. I could do Among Us, but I really don't want to record it. Cause it's kind of just fun playing with lobbies and randoms. But I don't think it's that fun to record. I think the next stream I'll do is either gonna be Eternal Edition Plus, because I've been meaning to play that for a long time. Or SSF2 viewer streams, so that we can get some viewer battles. But yeah, I think we're done for now. I'll see you all later. Bye.